show you how to work 2-2 interlacing. In regular interlacing, like I showed in last week's video, each thread goes over one other thread and one under one other thread. In 2-2 interlacing, the thread goes over 2 threads and then under 2 threads. In this way, horizontal ribs or chevrons are created. 2-2 interlacing also creates a tighter, more compact finished cloth than regular interlinking or regular interlacing. And I think it's really one of the more beautiful finished forms of Sprang. It stretches both vertically and horizontally, and it has a really neat appearance compared to interlinking. And it's really one of my favorite Sprang techniques, so I'm really excited to share it with you today. You don't need to be familiar with regular interlacing to be able to follow along, but I do recommend that you be familiar with S-twist interlinking before you get started on this. And you can go back and watch my previous videos on S-twist interlinking and some of the techniques. Okay, so I already have a couple rows done. The only thing to note, not starting me right from the beginning here, is that on your first row, you're gonna end up with your threads crossing over and under 3 other threads, and that is completely normal when you first start 2-2 interlacing. Here, this is going to already be going over and under 2 threads. Okay, so on row 1, you're gonna start the row by making a special Z-twist maneuver with the first 2 back threads. And you're gonna do this by passing the second back thread behind the first, and then just keep it in your right hand like this and let the first back thread drop to the back. And then the very next maneuver you're going to make is going to be a regular Z-twist interlinking. So you're gonna pick a back thread and drop a front thread. And it's really important that that be the very next maneuver you make. Sometimes it looks like that's not what you're supposed to do next, but it is. And then just continue making Z-twist interlinkings all the way to the end of the row. Make sure you finish by doing a regular pick and drop like so, to where you now have 2 extra threads at the end of your row, and you're just going to do another special maneuver of another special Z-twist maneuver, and you're going to cross the second back thread behind the first, keep it in your right hand with the other front threads, and then drop that first front thread off to the back. All right, so now for our second row, this is going to be an S-twist row. We're going to start by making a special S-twist maneuver of the first 2 front threads, and we'll do that by crossing the second front thread over the first, let that drop down to the back, and keep the first front thread in your hand. And then make a S-twist interlinking by dropping the front thread down and then picking the back thread up. And then make S-twist interlinkings all the way across the row. And then at the end, after you've done your last drop and pick, you're going to be left with 2 extra threads that you're going to work in the same special S-twist manner, where you cross the second back thread over the first back thread, drop it to the back, and retain that first back thread in your hand. So continue these 2 rows to make 2-2 interlaced Sprang. Just like with regular interlinking, you want to keep your tension loose and push your rows up nice and tight. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week.